This is big breaking news. A state of emergency has been declared in parts of California, and evacuation orders are in place right now. We're also having people trapped. Thousands of people are trapped after roads have been destroyed and roads have been filled up. So let's get into all the details here. Really quick, guys, please just hit that like and hit that subscribe. I'm posting multiple videos every day, keeping you updated on this big urgent news, and it just helps to get these warnings out. I appreciate that. So this is what's going on right now. This is happening in Southern California, right outside of Los Angeles and right outside of where these fires previously hit. Now this region outside of Malibu and the Pacific Palisades has extreme mudslides happening right now. All right, there's been torrential rainfall and quote an atmospheric river that has come through the past week, and it has caused extreme flash flooding and mudslides all over the place. All right, because when the fires burn out all the vegetation, all the grass, all the small little plants, trees, even buildings that are gone now, all these things would slow down the rain that was sliding down the mountain, right? And would allow it to be absorbed into the ground. But with a lot of these things gone, it is open face right now, so the water is rapidly sliding down and creating mudslides and giving out in a lot of areas, and this is completely burying people's homes and people's cars in places like Sierra Madre, California, right? And some of these people, they weren't even affected by the fires, okay? They're lower down on the mountain, or they are actually more in the city, not even in the mountain anymore, in the valley. And they are getting hit with these mudslides now. The mud is coming down the mountain and filling up their homes and destroying their cars, and people are getting trapped all over the place. So one group of people were affected by the fires, all right, and now we have more people on the lower lands being affected by these mudslides, all right? The people that still have their homes, now they're being destroyed by these rapid flash flooding waters and mud that's moving in. And these mudslides are very powerful and very strong, okay? They can destroy entire buildings. They can break through windows and fill up entire homes. I've seen some that are just absolutely insane, all right? And check out these pictures here. This is an intersection outside the Pacific Palisades area outside of Los Angeles, all right? This is a intersection, and people are walking around in feet of water because of these mudslides, all right? It says here that the most intense rain to hit Southern California in over a year unleashed flooding, debris flows, and mudslides that trapped cars and covered roadways but spared areas burned in devastating wildfires from the catastrophe that was feared. It says some evacuation orders remain in place in the Los Angeles area through Friday afternoon for select residences near the burn scar areas, even though the atmospheric river fueled storm has since tracked out of California. All right, so it's expected to be sunny there the next week, but the past week and before the weekend, it has been raining a ton, right? And it says here that there are lingering concerns over the potential for mudslides and rock slides, which can occur long after the rainfall has ended. But the most dire threat has passed with the rain. It says the storm dropped more rain on Los Angeles than the city had received in the last 9 months combined. Most of it came from an intense line of storms that plowed through the city in the late afternoon, triggering flash flooding warnings in the cities and its burn scars, including the Eaton and Palisades fire zones. The storm was so intense the National Weather Service issued a rare severe thunderstorm warning for Los Angeles, warning of 60-mile-an-hour winds. So this was happening last week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It's just been raining a ton, and they're saying that they've gotten more rain in these few days than they did in 9 months. It says another violent storm produced a rare tornado that struck a mobile home park in Oxnard, California on Thursday. This is what Ariel Cohen, a meteorologist with the National Weather Service, confirmed. It says the tornado's damage survey was ongoing Friday, but initial estimates showed it had winds of at least 75 miles per hour. It says here that the torrential rainfall caused mostly localized street flooding, but some flooding and debris flows were significant. A large debris flow in the Hollywood Hills, quote, deposited approximately 8 inches of mud across Mulholland Drive, making passage impossible, the Los Angeles Fire Department said. It says in Altadena, which was impacted by the Eaton fire, some vehicles were mirrored in thick mud as crews scrambled to dig them out. And these things happen quick, right? It's like flooding, but it's even worse in some circumstances because the mud is so thick and it's harder to get out of than water. And it could just bury you, honestly, right? It could just bury you if you're not careful. Bury your car, bury your house, or bury you, right? It says the mud cascaded down roads at the bottom of hillsides in Sierra Madre, also near the Eaton burn scar, overtaking cars and leaving residents scrambling to help one another. Exhausted neighbors worked tirelessly to clear debris, some living out of packed bags from the last evacuation before facing another order now, right? So they already had fire evacuations. Now there's new evacuation orders for flooding. The debris flow swept a Los Angeles Fire Department member off a roadway in Malibu and into the ocean. This is according to Los Angeles Fire Department spokesperson Eric Scott. It says a person sustained minor injuries. And it says video shows a vehicle partially submerged in the ocean after being pushed off an embankment. Stuff's powerful. This water and this mud is very powerful. Even firefighters are getting swept up into this stuff. Thankfully, they were okay. It says significant debris flows were reported near well-known Duke's restaurant in Malibu, located off the Pacific Coast Highway. While the oceanfront restaurant escaped damage from the recent wildfires, backhoes were seen scraping mud off the streets nearby Thursday night. All right, that's what I'm saying. You thought you were safe from the fires. Now, a month later, there's flooding and mudslides because the entire area is burned out. Right? Insane. It can't catch a break. What's going on in this area? This is crazy stuff, and I feel like we're going to see more of this. All right, we're already seeing this right now in places like Kentucky and Tennessee and Virginia. West Virginia are already experiencing flash flooding as well too. What's going on here? It says a portion of the roof of a Smart and Final grocery store in Azusa collapsed Thursday. It says no injuries were reported. And it says here that 3 dogs got trapped inside of a flooded home in Highland in San Bernardino County. It happened while the owners were out of town, so friends of the family tried to rescue them, but only managed to get one out. All right, so this stuff is devastating for people, right? People cannot catch a break. And even if people, some people are very wealthy in this area, but some people really aren't, right? Maybe they bought their home 30, 40 years ago when it was normal price, and they paid off their home, or they have a decent mortgage, and now their home is just worth more because the area has grown, right? There's a lot of people here that are struggling and do not have the financial resources to just rebuild and redo everything, right? Same, especially in places like Kentucky and Tennessee where this flooding is happening as well too. So thank you guys. Make sure you guys are staying safe, staying prepared. Please just hit it up for me down there. It helps to get these warnings out just so people know what's going on in our country. I hope you guys have big blessings for your life and your family, and I hope you have a big old blessed day.